Hello, and thanks for checking out ChartGuys.com. We're proud to be one of the most successful technical analysis communities online, teaching you the skills to become a more confident, effective, and informed trader. Join our community of hundreds of analysts worldwide working together to learn the charts, generate profit, and achieve financial independence. For access to daily live chart analysis and market coverage, a thriving chat community, along with dozens of hours of exclusive educational materials. We look forward to seeing you. Let's check out some charts.
Hey guys, it's James. It is Thursday, October 25th. Going to do my morning video on oil. Oil off the bottom here is forming higher highs and higher lows here. And so we have support in here currently at 66 on this 15-minute chart. So I'm looking at this 15-minute chart for the higher lows and higher highs. And with it making higher highs and higher lows, after that I will switch back to this hourly chart. And so yesterday, I did like the oil bulls because they were, let me zoom in a little bit, forming higher highs and higher lows as well. This was a red flag for me right here when it broke that support of 66.60 and pulled back and of course accelerated market to the downside as well. And so the resistance here after we switch to this 15-minute chart, the resistance that we'll be watching for to show that oil is for real and the bulls are for real on this bounce off the bottom is going to be the break of yesterday's high here after the inventory reports of 67.72 on oil futures. So this is going to be a key level for me to be watching today is 67.72 to show me that the oil bulls are for real, and we'll see if that leads to a market bounce if oil bulls are able to break this this high here. And so I'm starting to try to put piece the market together right now because the banks yesterday held up really well with that market dump, whereas the last couple of days the banks have been accelerating to the downside with markets. But yesterday a lot of the banks held really well, and for example C, which is Citigroup, didn't even break the low of the previous day, even though markets absolutely broke the support of the previous day. So looking at C, it held the low of the previous day, even with SPY just absolutely crumbling yesterday. So I'm trying to piece the market together and seeing why these big calls are coming into these banks. And I'm looking at this oil and seeing if SPY is going to trade hand in hand with oil. And so if it's able to break this hourly resistance, let me go back to this hourly. Come on, load for me. And yesterday I was watching oil and thought it might be a catalyst for market continuation, but with markets weak, when it pulled back, it just accelerated the markets to the downside. So on this bounce attempt by the markets, I want to see what happens if oil is able to break above 67.72 here. And if oil bulls are able to break above 67.72 again, the daily still has a clear pattern here where we've just been forming bear flags and continuing to the downside. So it could, even if we do break 67.72, it could still be potentially a bear flag again, and we could dump. So to change the longer term trend here, we do need a higher high and a higher low on the daily. You can clearly see the lower highs and lower lows that's on this oil daily chart. And so that trend needs to change. I did like it yesterday with the higher highs and higher lows on the hourly. I was going to continue to swing it if the oil bulls were able to form that higher high and higher low on the daily with the hourly higher high and higher low, but unable to hold that hourly support. And so this is the trend change that we need to see. But first things first, we need to break the high of yesterday of 67.72, and we'll see if bulls are able to break that level today. We'll see how the markets react to the break of resistance on oil. Looking at the monthly, longer term view, again, bulls still in charge as long as we still hold this higher low on the monthly, which is at 64.43. This is quite a big red candle. We'll be watching the volume on the monthly to see how much bear volume it comes in if we do break that level, and that will change the trend in the longer term in favor of the bears with two rejections at the at the 100 MA here at 74.69 on oil futures. So have a good day of trading, and I will see you shortly.